Here's quick 5 things you should do when you're in a storm. I took a biblical story to make this a little easier, but if you think about it, you can apply this to your everyday life. When you look at the storm that the disciples ended up in when they were on the ship with Jesus, the first thing they did was realize who they were with. One thing about a true storm, if you're with the right people, you can weather it. The second thing is they realize that even if you're following the right person, you can still have problems. Jumped on the ship, doing what fishermen do, and they ran into a storm. Because fishermen know out on the water, sometimes there's storms. And you have to understand that in life, sometimes you're just going to have problems. Thirdly, they never panicked because the person they was following wasn't panicking. This is a point to know if you're really following a true leader. If they're not panicking, you don't have a really need to panic. But number 4, they did cry out for help. No matter how strong the person you're following is, sometimes that storm gets serious. And it's okay to turn to them and say, hey, help me out. What am I missing? What do you see? What's going on here? And that's what they did. Yeah, he was asleep, but they wouldn't woke him up. They're like, hey, man, I know you're okay with this, but I'm not okay with this. We need some help here. And lastly, they learned to look back. They looked back at all the other times they had been with him and seen situations that looked insurmountable, that looked like they'd never get through them. And every time they saw him literally work a miracle. You do those 5 things and you'll weather this storm just fine. That's real.